Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. In the last episode, we actually wrapped up our story with the Dark Jinn Shadar, but although we wrapped up his story, we still have one more story to go, and that is the White Witch herself, and we'll be finally unwrapping that in today's episode. So, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps into Ding Dong Dell Castle, we'll be starting on our next quest. And that is going to be the end game of this game, basically, for the main story. So, with that, let's do this. It's been a long time, your Majesty.
Yo, hello one here's. Congratulations on order. You defeated you-know-who, Mia. Old habits. You defeated Shadar, didn't you? One always knew that you would, of course. One had absolute faith from the first.
Well, we couldn't have done it without you and your Majesty. We couldn't even have gone near without that Clarin.
True. Mio, one's little creation came in handy, didn't it? How very gratifying.
That's right. If the heads of the three kingdoms hadn't worked together, we would never have made it.
Mio, young Oliver, a hero. How time flies. You seem like such an ordinary boy. But you followed one's orders to the letter, and bravely set out to defeat the Dark Jinn. Mio, it seems like only yesterday.
What? That ain't how it... I mean, how did you think we might have misremembered things a little, your Majesty?
Mia, why of course not. But enough about oneself. Wander about another world, and you and your companions have done well. And you have saved our world. What will you claim as your reward?
Honestly, I don't think we really need one, but I'll take one if we really need one.
Good point. I'm sure we can think of something. Any ideas, Oliver?
Honestly, who knows? I want to go home, to Motorville.
Yeah, surely not.
You've made up your mind, haven't you, Oliver?
I suppose it is your home, after all.
Well, yeah, but Alicia, I mean your mom, she ain't...
It's okay. Maybe I couldn't save my mom, but meeting all of you and coming to your world and going on this adventure, it's made me stronger.
You can say that again.
But now I'm kinda lost. Traveling with all of you has been so much fun, and I've learned that there's nothing we can't do if we work together. But I started out on this journey because I thought I could save my mom, and now that's over. Oliver, so I have to go back to Motorville. It's where me and my mom live together. And Miss Layla's there, and Phil, and Myrtle too. Sorry everybody, I should have spoken to you all about this.
It's alright, Oliver. It's your life. It's your decision.
He's right. You've really grown up, Oliver.
Of course he has. He's had an expert guidance.
Tom, very much. I must say, it's not very easy at times, but...
Stop it, both of you. What a pair of big heads.
True. So does that mean all this? The four of us talking together, laughing together, it's all over?
Seems like it. No, you'll come back to see us, won't you, Oliver?
Course he will. This is your home from now on, ain't it, Ollie boy?
Of course it is. Thanks, everyone.
One just has a marvelous idea. Would you care to hear it?
Can't you see we have a flipping moment here, man? Fine on, go on then. What is it?
We have a grand celebration, are we not? Why don't we make young Oliver's departure part of the festivities?
Huh? I couldn't. I think it's a wonderful idea. Please, Oliver, you say you'll do it. Gee, I guess sure. Thank you, your Majesty.
Perfect. Then it is decided. You will have a hero send-off.
And a hero's send-off we will indeed have. So, let's walk up to the Majesty and see what King Tom wants us to do.
You have performed enough heroic deeds for one lifetime. Oliver, one takes it you will now be returning to your own world.
Leave everyone behind and return home to Motorville. Although it does say that, it's actually far from the truth, as I just mentioned earlier in this episode. That's basically, no one knows about the White Witch yet when it comes to the main cast. I believe the only person in the main cast that actually knew about the White Witch is Gallus, the Council, the White Witch herself, her bird, Shadar, and Alicia. and that is all the characters that even knew about the White Witch's existence. So, honestly, no one knows that there is still an evil in the world, and everyone's just thinking that they can just do whatever they need to now and just get on with the life that they've been so used to throughout the entire adventure. And Shadar was only the executor. She is the actual, like, powerhouse that is actually stronger than Shadar ever was. And we're finally going to see her in the flesh very, very soon. So, with that, let's do this.
Very well. Then a magnificent farewell feast will be prepared.
It will be prepared indeed. And I believe we have a cutscene right immediately after this. I could be wrong, and we do. So, BRB, boys and girls.
Yes. Thanks for everything, Your Majesty.
So it's the end of our double act, is it? You made one heck of a sidekick, Ollie boy.
When you get home, you look out for Myrtle, won't you?
Hey, come back and visit, you hear? We'll go somewhere dangerous, for old time's sake.
You got it. Thank you, everybody.
Be good, Oliver.
But not too good. See you next time our world's in a potch.
Take care, all of you. Thank you.
Farewell, Oliver.
An end to pain.
Huh? What's that?
What did you do, Ollie boy?
Nothing, I promise.
Pitiful fools. My gift of mana will cleanse your tainted souls.
This stuff.
What?
What is it?
Snow? But it isn't cold.
What is this?
What the heck?
Your Majesty!
Marcus-Anne!
You must come with me. Far, far away!
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. And as we can see, the mana is flowing. And now, we're in what we call the White Witch's world. And this is our next story. So, let's continue it. I'm gonna guess it's probably either... Let's go with, Mr. Drippy.
Oliver!
Who's there? That's far from... No, it's P. It's me, P. Oliver, it's falling. The ash is falling again. I have to go back there. Huh? P, what do you mean the ash is falling? Wait, I get it. You mean the mana, huh? That's stuff from before, right, P? Are you here now, in this world, or are you here in Ding Dong Dell? P, wait. P, wait for me. P? And look where we are. We're no longer in Ding Dong Dell. We're actually on the Iron Wyvern. And yes, that is Kubla. They say Kubla in the, in Perdita, but honestly, I really like Kublai's name still. I really do like it that way. But we're finally on the Iron Wyvern for real this time. And we're finally in the end game. Because this doesn't open up until this section in the game. And this is where you can actually buy the, I believe this is where the final shopkeeper is as well, which has the strongest items that you can personally buy in the game. But you can obviously make better weapons when it comes to alchemizing and stuff. But let's do this. Don't scare me like that. Why are you shouting? Where am I? We're flying. Wait, is this?
It is, my boy. You're back aboard the formidable ship ever to sail the skies. The Iron Wyvern.
And it is indeed so, Beerby. Small cutscene, but honestly, I just wanted you guys to be able to see the whole ship, and my little box honestly blocks some of that, so I might as well just turn it off for like half a second for you guys. But let's do this.
Oliver, you're awake.
Prince Marcus-Anne, what are you doing here?
It's quite a tale. Let me tell you all that has been happening.
Okay, tell us what's going on, Marcus-Anne. So it wasn't all a dream?
Sadly not. The mana, it changed them. It changed everything.
That's right, man. And it hadn't been there for the prince here. He had been changed into a horrible beasties ourselves. Proper close it was.
What? So everybody in Ding Dong Dell is...
Yep, indeed it is. By the time I arrived, it was already too late. Most of the people have already been transformed into those things. I was lucky even to be able to get to you and your friends out there.
Gee.
And it's not just Ding Dong Dell alone. The three kingdoms have all been afflicted by the curse of the mana. Ding Dong Dell, Alma Moon, and Hamlin all have been devastated.
That's awful. Alma Moon too? Oh no. How could this happen? After all, we and Mom and Lucian did to protect this world.
Who the flip is doing this, man? And why?
Well, whoever it is, they're stupidly powerful. That Ash wasn't the work of some 2-bit villain.
Ash, of course. P knows something. P, have you seen her? She was in my dream. She said the Ash is falling again.
And you're sure she meant the mana?
And what else could it mean? And she said something else. I have to go back there. What? Go back where? I don't know, but that's what she told me.
She visited you in your dreams. This is no coincidence.
Let's go see her. Wait, here, Your Majesty. We'll go find P, and we'll ask her what she meant.
Will you now? Then you must allow me to accompany you.
Huh? You want to accompany us?
Don't you have some subjects to be looking after, Emperor? This is bigger than the Empire alone. If there's even a small chance that it will help us save our world, I must do everything I can. You can't get any special treatment from us. You know that, don't you?
I still need to figure out a voice for Marcuson, to be honest. Swain and Marcuson have very similar voices, so honestly, I'm trying to kind of, like, mess around with my own, like, voice to a point where it sounds just a little bit different. Because honestly, they're technically twins when it comes to what they actually are. Because I'm pretty sure Swain actually, completely, if I remember, Gascon originally had black hair. And I believe Swain actually dyes it, if I remember correctly, but it doesn't specifically state it, because it doesn't need to. But let's do this.
Of course.
Of course, indeed.
Fine. As your eminence wills it. Let's show this mana-spewing maniac the power of the great sages. Very well. Thank you, brother.
Alright, let's go to Motorville and find P.
Let's do that indeed. I leave the affairs here in your capable hands, Captain Kublai. And there are many refugees aboard. I pray that you will use your stout heart to help them regain the courage to fight.
I will. Leave them to me, lad.
Huh? Why are these two being so chummy?
Yeah, that is different of them.
Ain't it though? He pinched his map, didn't he? When did they kiss up and make up?
Our world is in danger. We must put aside our petty squabbles. And that theft of the map, it was on my own sake.
That it was. You needed something to snap you out of your wretchedness. You are an emperor, not a moonstruck Gorthard.
Gorthard? I've never heard that word before.
I am better now. Finally learning to stick up for yourself, are you? I had a fine teacher. Now to Motorville. I entrust myself to your command, Oliver.
And Marcuson and his familiar have joined your party, and we have officially gained Marcuson as a playable character. We have officially gained all 4 playable characters in the game. There is no other characters that are playable, so we finally have a full party. You can now switch characters in and out of your battle lineup via the Friends and Familiars menu option. Okay, so due to the fact that we have yet to actually play as Marcuson, you know what? Let's actually throw Marcuson in right away. So, let's see here. First off first, we should probably give him another familiar to work with. And we should also probably give Swain back his familiar. Okay, perfectly perfect. Honestly, let's see here. I don't know what else we should probably... Oh, I know who we should throw on. Guppy. We haven't used Guppy in so long. You know what? Let's throw Guppy on to Marcuson. Ooh, 3 faint. I did not expect you to give me anything. Okay, well, thanks, I guess. I did not even expect that, to be completely honest. Okay, so let's see here. So we have the bigger Boggle, which is our Guppy, so let's throw him onto the party. And just like so, let's do a nice save, since now we have a new party member. We might as well save our game. Hope's Turn to Ash is our chapter. P is the key. Head back to Motorville. Okay. P is indeed the key. Okay. So, one thing to do, and that is to use Gateway. Back to Motorville, back to P. And let's see where everything takes us, honestly. Because we don't know where we're going yet. And honestly, once we figure out from P what we need to do next, honestly, we don't know, and I'll be right back.
The forbidden spell. The death knell for this fallen world.
Indeed. It rings out again, as once it did for Nazca.
Each time this world ends, one cannot help but recall the name of that forsaken land.
The name I recall is Shadar, the one whom we turned executor. Bringing an end to this world was his duty.
A task to which he was palpably unequal, and I will not even speak of his duplicity.
To think he shared a soul with the Savior, and that he hid this fact from us. It seems that mankind has disappointed your radiance yet again.
At the last, the Dark Djinn attempted to save this world. To protect the very creatures that first plunged him into despair. I will not be defied. All who defy our will shall perish. The mortal who shared a soul with Shadar still draws breath. Should he too choose to defy our will, his reward shall be death, swift and certain.
And now that we're back in Motorville, we just gotta hope that Gallus doesn't, tell the White Witch in any way, shape, or form for her to be able to figure out that he's also defied her will, because Gallus really helped us, and we probably get to meet him sometime soon again. I would very much hope so, but let's do this. In my dream, P told me something. She said the ash is falling again. She must know something. We need to find her.
Fair enough. Well, if you've got any ideas, let's go and ferret her out, shall we?
Let's go and ferret her out, shall we indeed? And also, if I sound any different in this episode, I'm actually running with a completely new setup, because I actually had a fan I was using for, like, the longest time, as, like, some white noise in the background to kind of, like, help out with, kind of, like, noise gating myself, and thanks for stopping there, you literally almost hit me, you stopped on a dime. But it's okay, but yeah, as I was saying, I used to have a fan that I have in the background that used to always be on, and I don't have that anymore. I have a new one, but the thing's a lot bigger than the original one, so I'm kind of working without that noise gate now, so it's gonna take me like an episode or two to get used to it, so if I sound any different, or my attention gets thrown off at all, and I do a random cut or two, please understand that, because honestly, it's gonna take me a little bit to get used to it, since I'm not used to change when it comes to stuff like that, because usually I don't have to change up much stuff most of the time, so hopefully I'll get used to it by the next episode, more than likely, or maybe even in this episode. It'll only take me a little bit, but let's do this. Let's see what Drippy has to say, though.
Where's that P2A? Any ideas, Ollie boy? I can't see her, so I'm relying on you, my lad.
So it looks like she's hiding somewhere in Oliver's house. Very strange, places to be hiding, isn't it? But I'm gonna guess maybe inside Oliver's room is where we should go, and I was right. So let's see what's going on with P, because she definitely knows something. P, you're here. What's wrong, P? Yeah, what's wrong?
She's there, is she? I still can't see her, man. Ask her about this ash stuff with you.
Oliver, what? P, did something happen? Oliver, it fell. What fell, P? It fell again. The ash, it fell, and now everyone's hearts have gone all bad. You mean over in the other world? It was my fault. Huh? No, don't say that. It's not your fault, P. How could it be? It's my fault. Listen to me, P. It's not your fault. We're going to fix this. P, it was you who saved me, wasn't it? I heard your voice inside me. I've heard it so many times. It was you, wasn't it? Yeah, I went to meet you. Thank you, P. I knew it was you. And that means there's no way it can be your fault. Oliver. You want to tell us anything else you know about this? Other than, all we know is that she knows about it, but we don't know how she knows, because she's in this world. But she's very much different than every other character, and no other character has any kind of connection other than Oliver with the other world, and we still don't know anything about P, other than every other character other than Oliver can't see her, and other than Miss Layla and Myrtle, of course, and we don't know why they can see her, but the people from the other world, Drippy, Swain, probably Marcuson, and even Esther, can't even see her, which is very weird, and we still don't know why that is, but we'll probably figure that out very soon. I have to go, Oliver. I have to go back there. To the other world. Huh? You want to go to the other world? Okay, listen to me, P. It seems like there's some connection between you and the mana. But you're a good girl, okay? You're a nice, kind person. This isn't your fault. I'll prove it to you, I promise. So come with me. Come with us to the other world. Okay, I'll come with you. P is now traveling with you. Okay, it looks like we're gonna take her over to Drippy's world, so let's do this. One gateway, and let's go back to the Iron Wyvern to figure out what our next plan of action is. So, I believe there should be a cutscene when you actually go back. Seems like it, so BRB.
What's going on, man?
No, I thought we would be safe here. This place should be beyond the reach of the manor.
Can these poor people really be the ship's crew? They've been turned into monsters.
Time for some target practice.
You can't. We can't fight these people.
What? You'd rather let them tear us to pieces, would you?
Leave it to P.
Hey!
P, look out! Please get better. Thank you, bye.
Blimey, did you see that?
She cured them just like that.
Flippin' Nora, a dut of a thing like her letting rip with a blooming great spell like that. That's amazing.
So this is Oliver's imaginary friend, eh? Young, what's her name? Bean, was it?
You mean P?
That's me. I'm P.
But why is it that we can see her all of a sudden?
Ah, well, that's easy. Allow Professor Drippy to explain. We can see her because she's in our world, innit? And Ollie Boy could always see her because she's from his world, obviously.
Wait a minute. Wouldn't that mean that we should have been able to see her when we went to Motorville?
Oh, I have to explain every little thing now, do I? I may be a fount of wisdom, but I got my limits, right?
Quite. What we do know is that this girl destroyed the crystal. Clearly, she possesses the power to purify mana. The spell she used, I have never seen its like. It was miraculous.
Miraculous? No, it was sanctify. Sang-i-fi.
Sanctify? So P could return those poor people in Ding Dong Dell to their old selves?
Indeed she could. In this child, you have the solution to this rather unfortunate problem you face.
Huh?
It's you. You were the one who sent us back to the past.
Yes. You may call me Gallus. I am a member of the council that determines the fate of this world. The Zodiacs.
The Zodiacs? The fate of the world? Oh yeah? And what would a busy fellow like you want with the likes of us?
I came to thank you. Your power awoke the child.
The child? Oh, you mean P?
I do. Through her, you now possess the power required to purify this world. Sanctify.
Sanctify. You mean P's magic can save the whole world?
Indeed it can. When you combine your power with hers.
Doodle-doo!
Ah, young P. At long last, the one you have awaited has come.
Yep. Now we're friends.
The time is close at hand. For both you, young P, and for you, Oliver. I wish you well.
Goodbye, Doodle-doo!
And now we have a little bit of what's going on between P and this world. And now we know the connections. Gallus is connected to P, and P is connected to Gallus. But we don't know how and why. But we do know that P has the power to actually sanctify the world and get rid of this mana that's falling in each and every main country that is in this game. So, first off first, we're more than likely going to be going to Ding Dong Dell. We're probably going down the order, so we're probably going to go Ding Dong Dell, Alma Moon, and then Hamlin. I believe you can choose which ones you do, if I remember correctly, but let's do this. Gallus, the Zodiarchs, I don't understand. It seems some aspects of our world remain hidden even to us. Never mind all that. Did you hear what he said? I sure did. P's magic can save the world. She can cure all the people who are sick. But the Three Kingdoms are rife with horrors. We cannot send her into the midst. She is only a child.
I am not a child.
Hang on a minute. Your Holiness, have you seen what you're traveling with? This lot aren't exactly grown-ups. We can protect P. Please, Your Majesty. You have to trust us and her.
She is one of us now. She's our friend. Best friends.
You wish me to place my faith in her. As a friend and an ally, it seems I have little choice. Alright, little Miss Wizard. It seems like we're counting on you. P, let's save the world together.
Hooray!
Hooray indeed. Well, we officially technically have her in our teams, although we can't use her to battle, but it's still pretty cool to have her with us, because she's been kind of like in the sidelines this entire time, so it's just nice to see her, honestly. But it looks like, yep, everyone's definitely not looking too right here. And that guy over there on the left kind of looks like a werewolf, I'll be honest. And honestly, I don't want to figure out what happens if that guy hits us. But let's do this. It is even more worse than I had imagined. The town has been completely overrun by these things.
It's terrible. Who could do this to these poor people?
And there we were thinking the odd broken heart and nightmare or two were the end of the world. Yeah, we definitely did think that. But we have P on our side. We can bring them back. We can bring them all back.
Yes, we can. We syncify.
Indeed. The spell destroyed the black crystal, and judging by what followed, it would seem that it was the source of the mana. Yeah, it definitely does seem to be the source.
Yeah, man, I reckon there's something proper, another one of those round by here somewhere, ain't it? Let's go see what we can find, shall we?
Yeah, let's definitely do that. But we got ourselves some pretty nasty villagers to get ourselves through, don't we? But let's see here.
Where do you reckon this crystal's going to be then, Ollie boy? It looks like we have to fight in our hands, if we try and head further into town.
But Mr. Drippy, we can't fight the people of Ding Dong Dell.
I know that one, but we don't have much choice, is it? You'll have to do, I don't know, knock them out gently or something. Leave no lasting damage like. As long as they're still breathing, P spells should turn them back to normal.
Yeah, I guess you're right. The crew of the Iron Wyvern were okay in the end, huh?
We just need to remember the Ding Dong Dell here got a proper bucket full of that horrible ash stuff emptied on it. Hang around for too long and we'll end up like these or other wretches. P or no P.
True, honestly. Gee, I had never thought of that. Then we have to find that black crystal quickly.
Right now. I heard the ash fell on Alma Moon and Hamlin as well. I reckon we should probably head straight there once we finished over by here. What do you reckon, Ollie boy?
Good idea, Mr. Drippy. We have to save those people. Yes, we do. So, let's see here. Help P to save the people of the Three Kingdoms from the ash. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's fight off our first wave of evil versions of these people, honestly, because we have never fought anything like this before. And they actually all have funny names, too. So we got the Tumbling Tomboy, the Lazy Old Lady, and the Cat's Cradle's Customer. Okay, well, let's do this. If I remember correctly, the fish one is dangerous? I honestly don't remember, but each and every one's actually different, and they're all, like, strong in their own rights, if I remember correctly. But honestly, I don't remember because it's been so long, and you only get to play against these guys for, like, a very short amount of time when it comes to this game in general. Uh-oh, but he has a one-shot ability. Okay, remember, the big horse guy has Darkness Beckons. We cannot let him do that to us, because we already learned our lesson from earlier when we ended up taking one of those to the face, and those are not fun to deal with. But at least as long as we can get through the first little wave there. Okay, so let's see here. Let's use Veil to get past the first wave here, if I can even find the spell that is. Honestly, I forgot which number that is. Let's see here. I should probably remember that. Let's see here. It looks like number 9. Oh, you can't use that here. Oh, okay then. So it looks like we just have to make our way through here then as much as we possibly can. So I guess the best thing we can possibly do is try and find a shortcut through town in order to actually get to the castle itself. Okay, so first off's first, it looks like we don't have to worry about the horse guy this time. But we do have the werewolf one and the zombie-looking one, so I guess we just work on those two first. And then we can go on the mollycoddled one. Okay, so far so good. Ill Wind is not dangerous, but it does do 108 damage, so this thing's magic-based. Good to know. Okay, fish one's magic-based. Horse one knows a one-shot. Don't know about the other ones, honestly, but as long as we keep getting through here perfectly fine, we don't have to really worry, do we? Okay, so far so good. I don't know if we can save. No, we can't. Okay, so we just have to keep making our way. Something's chasing us, and it's actually chasing us from quite a far away. Oh, he actually stopped chasing us. Okay, we can maybe run around this guy. Yes, we can. We'll take any freebies we can get. And that one's kind of closing off the Swift Solutions. That's kind of funny. Oh, frog guy. Hello, you're new. Honestly, I want to... Can he not see me? Hello? This one can't see me, I guess. He's just leaving us alone. Okay. Well, let's make our way towards Ding Dong Dell Castle then, if they're just gonna let us walk right past them. It's free, isn't it? So, let's just keep making our way through, I guess. Ooh, there's quite a bit of them, actually. I want to play against the frog one, or maybe this guy that kind of looks like Hulk. Let's go with this guy, I guess. He looks funny. Wandering Woodcutter. Okay, I guess you do look like a Wandering Woodcutter, I guess, even though you look nothing like one, and you don't even have an axe, so... I guess, honestly, I guess the names really don't follow what they actually are sometimes. Ooh, this one's new. The Maid. Okay. Honestly, I wouldn't be able to tell what you do. Looks like physical damage? Because that one did 20 damage to us with one auto. So honestly, I'm not too sure. Okay. Well, so far so good. It looks like nothing too dangerous. And now we just keep making our way through. It looks like we have a free path other than this wolf guy, but it looks like we can probably just run past him. And it looks like we can, so we'll take the freebie. Let's do a nice save, since I will honestly tell you this now. Due to the fact that we do know that King Tom looks like a monstrous creature, we're actually going to be fighting him. We have to fight 3 bosses, 1 in Ding Dong Dell, 1 in Alma Moon, and then 1 in Hamlin. And... I won't be able to really tell you the one in Hamlin because we have Marcuson with us, so it's not Marcuson, so it's going to be something completely different. But we do know that King Tom has turned into one of these nightmare monsters, and we haven't seen Miss Lola, Queen Lola, or the Califa in any sort of way, so that honestly says who the second one would be for Alma Moon. But the Hamlin one is a completely different beast, so... With that, let's actually make our way into Ding Dong Dell Castle, and let's go see what's going on with King Tom, our first boss. So, BRB.
Look, it's the crystal.
Yeah, we have to smash it.
Looks like he's got other ideas.
Poor King Tom.
We'll have to give him a right royal battering.
And there he is, King Tom. I believe that's the 16th, if I remember correctly, because X would be 10, and then I believe a 1 before a 5. Actually, no, that's 14, actually. King Tom the 14th. Okay, but here we go. King Tom is undead, and this is how we do this. Okay, first off first, we need to maybe do a drop chop here. do as much damage as we possibly can. We don't know what's dangerous about him yet, so we do need to figure out what his big attacks are before we go too heavy in our damage and too heavy on what we're doing. So we need to be careful. We can cancel out as many attacks as we want, but we do need to be very careful on what his big attacks are. Looks like he's just going auto mode at the moment, so we don't need to worry too much. Uh-oh, that looks like something. Okay, it looks like area of effect. Okay, not bad. Okay, so Royal Roar, it seems easy. Other than that, no clue. Let's go for a Drop Chop since that did some big damage. 321 is not bad. Go for the rest of our attack bar, and there we go. Okay, let's see here. Let's go for, since we have the ability to, let's actually try out one of our new spells. And that is Star, what we got from Shadar. So, damage all enemies with darkness. And Star, here we go. Oh, he's going for an attack too. Crazy Claws, whatever that is. I can't tell my allies to block that, but we might as well try and do whatever we can. And did that do enough to cancel him out? I'm not sure, but I do need to go into defense mode. I think I got that off, but we're about to find out. Okay, I got the defend off. Ooh, Ivern took a big hit, but at least we knocked down his HP. And looks like he's in a second phase. Okay, here we go. Cat Slap. I don't know what that's gonna do. Ooh. Marguson took a big hit.
Oh, darn it, he's standing up. You know what that means, Ollie boy. Make sure you hit him hard before he brings them claws to bear. And knock him out of his stride.
Okay, we can definitely try that. We need to actually heal Marguson real quick. Okay, big heal as much as we can. Go all in, drop chop him a little bit. I don't know if this changes. It seems like he actually takes... Ooh, tell our allies to dodge that just in case. Because it looked like Marguson would have got hit in that if I didn't tell him to defend. Tell them all to get out of the defense state to actually help us out. Marguson's actually using Arrow of Light, which we saw him use when we were actually all the way back in... Ooh, I don't know what that is, and that's going to probably hit me hard. Itchy Scratchy, and it looks like an AoE. And it looks like it's poison damage on top of that. Thankfully, I healed before that. Okay, it looks like only Oliver got damage there, so let's just heal up Marguson with the Healing Hand. And then I'm going to try and get the poison off of me. Since we don't have any time to actually wait for that, let's just use a Poison Be Gone and just use our first provision. Use Cat Slap to tell them to kind of dodge that. Okay, so far so good. Get ready to start attacking all over again. As much hits as we possibly can with Feelings here would be a good thing. Okay, good. We canceled out Itchy Scratchy, which is really good. Okay, do a Drop Chop to maybe get rid of a big bonus of his HP. Try and do a Black Blast here to see if we can do another big chunk. 232 is never bad. Okay, he's going for another Itchy Scratchy. I'm not going to be able to... Oh no, I could have actually. Oops. I guess I could have tried that. I wasn't sure if that was going to... Okay, I need a Healing Hand myself. I need to tell everyone to kind of like sit back and probably heal. I'm surprised Marguson hasn't used any healing yet. I guess he's out of mana more than likely. Okay, let's see here. Due to the fact that I need them to not die to poison, I'm going to heal up Marguson real quick. Try and do as much as we can. They're getting ready to do another big attack. Itchy Scratchy might knock out them if they're not evading. Thankfully we were. Perfect. Okay. I need to do a Healing Hand on Marguson. I'm going to tell them to go all out so he kind of like gets off of Oliver for a second. And now we can go back in. Okay, perfect. Okay, we need to do as many hits as we possibly can here before he can turn all this damage back onto us. So far, so good. It looks like we're going to easily be able to beat this guy. But honestly, we're about to find out. Tell everyone to evade. I got my evasion off, so I'm going to completely block this. Don't know about my allies, though. Ivern got hits, and also Marguson, since Ivern and Marguson are connected. But other than that, it looks like Swain blocked most of that, which is always good. Mostly because he's using his defense familiar, so we really... Uh-oh. He's doubling down on Itchy Scratchy. Okay, thankfully I evaded the first one. Oh no, it didn't... It actually... Okay, so evasion isn't always. Okay. Well, we technically learned that, but it's still weird. Oh, that's why he's not healing as often. It's the big heal on everybody. I forgot to change that. Oops. That's only supposed to be used on Oliver, if I'll be honest. So that's the reason why he even used that. I was wondering why he wasn't healing us. And there we go. down goes King Tom, and down goes the first of the black crystals. Because now we can use our Sanctify now that King Tom's not beating us up constantly. And down he goes for good, though. Okay. Good heal, good levels, good levels. Marcuson also got some decency out of that as well. He wants Drop Chop, which is better than Slice and Dice. So honestly, just get rid of Slice and Dice and give him that. So, cool, cool, cool. And I'll be right back since this is a cutscene.
Okay, here goes. Sanctify!
Oh, that was a very short cutscene.
Meow, whatever has been he doing?
Your Majesty, you're back, thank goodness.
I'm afraid you turned into a bit of a monster for a minute. Okay, a complete monster. Yeah? One remembers nothing.
It's okay now, Mr. Cat.
You don't want to call him Mr. Cat.
Mr. Cat, watch it you! This here's the king of a kingdom.
True, true, true.
Such trivialities are no concern to one of a present. Fairy, one is more worried about one's total loss of memory.
Don't worry. You're okay now, Your Majesty. Peace saved you, and all of the townspeople, too.
Is that so? Then one must dust oneself off, and put one's kingdom back in order.
True.
Tidy. We'll leave things in your capable paws then, Your Majesty. Ollie boy, back to the wyvern.
Back to the wyvern indeed. Don't know if there's a cutscene or not, because honestly the post-game is... Oh, yep it is, so beerby.
That flowed from the black crystals. They formed the cornerstones of the forbidden spell.
I'm sure they did, but now they have been destroyed. Surely a mere human could not have carried out such a deed.
Could he really be the one?
Your Radiance, what do you intend to do about this?
Fear not. The manor is but a foretaste of what is yet to come. This trifling victory only delays the inevitable.
Indeed. The more mankind struggles, the more surely its fate is sealed.
Yes, they cling to a frail, fleeting hope. But it is soon to be torn from them.
To see mere mortals raise arms against your Radiance. An amusing spectacle. We look forward to it. Now, Gallus, are we to understand that you have had contact with the boy?
I have. I wished to gauge his power.
Gauge his power? And you expect us to believe this? Can it be? First Shadar, and now you.
You doubt the word of a fellow counselor?
What nonsense!
Enough!
Your Radiance?
Enough, I say!
Yes, Radiance.
May I, Your Radiance?
And there it is. Gallus has now been outed, but it looks like the White Witch isn't too mad about it. Or at least, we don't know for sure. All we know is that she does know about it now. Hopefully it's not a bad thing for our buddy Gallus, since Gallus seems to be helping us quite a bit, and I'm pretty sure he's more than likely kind of like, still kind of defying the White Witch, but he has to kind of keep it more on a down low now. But thankfully he did think of something by saying he was just trying to gauge us and her power and stuff and find out how strong we actually are. But other than that, let's see what's going on with P now, since she has what looks to be a flower. That was amazing, P. So your magic really did have the power to purify the mana, huh?
Yeah, it did. We cleansed up the ash.
That's some proper potent magic you got there. Young un, you must even be better with wizarding luck than Ollie boy here.
Oliver's very good too. Here, a flower. It's to say thank you.
Huh?
I've never seen a flower like that before. Where did you get it, P? It was where the crystal was.
The crystal? The black crystal that you destroyed? What kind of flower thrives in a place full of monsters making ash?
Who knows?
It's my flower. You can have it.
Thank you very much, P. We'll take good care of it. Okay, we'll check it out, I guess. Thanks. Okay, let's see what's going on with the flower. And it seems like something very important, maybe, because we're in another cutscene.
Wake up! Father, why are you sleeping?
The Wizard King, your father, he slipped away most peacefully.
But he's there. Why are you crying?
No, I'm not crying.
Your Highness, it is time for you to take your father's place.
You mean I'll be Queen P?
Yes, that is what is expected, Your Radiance.
Really? I wonder if I'll be a good queen.
And so, the preparations for the succession are all in place.
All matters of state have been entrusted to the Council of 12.
That's right. You don't have to worry your pretty little head about a thing.
Look at her. Princess P hasn't the faintest idea what's going on.
She is no longer a mere princess.
Ah, you are quite right. Please accept my humblest apologies. Queen P.
You look simply radiant, Princess P.
But we had better start calling you by your true name, Queen Cassiopeia.
But Father called me P.
You're a big girl now, and after today's ceremony you'll be known by your big grown-up name.
But
Your subjects are all toasting your health, Queen Cassiopeia.
They're sure that you'll take after the Wizard King and lead our kingdom to a glorious future.
But I'm P. I don't want to be a queen.
And the truth has been revealed. P is connected to Queen Cassiopeia, the White Witch. And that is her soulmate. Or, actually, I think it is. I don't completely remember, but I do know that P and Cassiopeia are two separate beings. I do remember that. That's all I remember. But we finally have our answer, and we finally know why P has been so close to the story that has tied within everything so far. But we still don't know why this P and the White Witch are so very different. But I guess we'll find out very shortly. Queen P. Yep, Queen P indeed.
Yes, I am Queen P.
You're flipping what?
P, was that you? Was that really you?
Yes, silly, I'm Queen P. You mean to tell us you were in charge of a whole country somewhere?
Then what are we doing here? You can't leave your kingdom in a lurch at a time like this.
Look who's talking. You left a whole empire in a lurch.
Ouch.
True.
Anyway, if that's what we just saw was true, now is true, what exactly is this kingdom of yours to be?
Yeah, we've flown all over the world on Tigre's back, but we've never come across anywhere like that.
You met her in your world, did you not, Oliver? Perhaps her kingdom is there.
No, there's nothing like that in Motorville. I don't think so. Anyway, the flower, it's from this world.
That is true, which would suggest that she is a link to our world somehow.
I'm bored.
Zip it, kiddo. The grown-ups are talking.
I told you I'm not a child.
Could have fooled me. Anyway, you said the flower was from the Black Crystal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was where the crystal was.
And there's other places where the mana's been flowing, ain't it?
So there could be more crystals and more flowers in the other places. And with these flowers may come with more clues about P's true identity and the location of their whole kingdom.
Ain't it though? We'd better keep the flower we've got nice and safe too. Could be important.
You're right. P, do you mind if we look after the flower for you? You can keep it.
As heartwarming as this is, aren't we? There's still thousands of ash monster people to save.
You're right. We have to go help them. You have obtained the Flower of Youth. which is our first of 3 flowers. Actually, I think there's 4. Actually, I don't remember. But I do remember there being at least 2 others, because we have to go to Alma Moon and Hamlin, and there's one for each major kingdom. But I don't remember if there's a 4th one or not. I could be wrong. But with that, we're done with today's episode, since I'm going to have to split this chapter into 2, because, honestly, as you know, it's pretty long already. So, with that, thank you all for watching today's episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And as I said, hopefully by the next episode I'm more used to the audio change when it comes to my room in general, because it's a lot quieter than it used to be. So it's more of like, I'm more in tuned with my head now, basically, is what I'm saying. Because now it's quieter, so it's a little creepy to, I don't know, not creepy, but I don't like it when it's too quiet. And now it's quieter than it used to be, because it's like about, it used to be, it's like this when it comes to sound right now. And then it used to be like this. So, if you see, there's like quite a difference there. It's like half a bit quieter than it usually is in my room. And I'm trying to get used to that. So, with that, thank you all for watching today's episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And in the next episode, we'll be continuing on our quest to save the people from each and every town of the mana that's going on here. So, with that, we know what's going on, and we're going to see how this all ends. Thank you all for watching today's episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey, boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.